What's up, everybody? John from Old Reading Farm here. Thanks for joining us in the new year, 2023. Whoa, as I almost break my ankle. This is going to be our first video of the new year. And I guess starting it off on a positive note because it is like 50 degrees outside on December 29th. So, who said global warming was a myth? Anyway, today we are here to continue work clearing our pasture. So we had been, look at Lulu. Don't worry, she's fine. She's taking a little roll in the dirt, right? Yeah. Anyway, alpacas do that this time of year, and actually all the time. But mostly when it's nice and warm out, they'll lay on their sides and scare everybody into thinking that they're playing dead, but they're not. But so today, we're gonna continue work on our new pasture for the alpacas. And so I have cleared out a lot of space back here. So you can see it's almost empty. There are just a few trees that I need to take down. There's this bunch of cherries right here. And then there's a couple other real messy ones around there. And then a couple small ones in the back. But so what I'm going to do is take these trees down today. So that should be fun. And what I'm gonna do, because I haven't cut down a tree in a long time actually. You know, the amount of sawmilling that I do, you would think that I cut down a lot of trees, but we got a lot of them delivered. So one of the problems that we have with this bunch of cherries is that if you look at it, they're all dead and they're small, but well, I guess they're not all dead. They're just filled with vines. They're gonna die at some point, and they're just kind of messy and gross. One of them is dead, but they're all kind of intertwined at the top. So I'm a little wary to take them all down. So it'll be a little sketchy to do it. So I'm gonna do it as carefully as I can. And I brought my slingshot and my rope and my snatch block. And so we're gonna do it as safely as we possibly can. So I'm gonna start with this guy right here. And I actually was wondering, so you can see this one is one tree with two trunks, but because they're leaning in very different directions, I'm gonna take them down one at a time. So I'm gonna start with this guy in the front here, and he's got a little bit of a back lean, but I think what I'm gonna try to do is, well, originally I was thinking I would take my tow strap and wrap it around this big oak log right here, and then put a snatch block on it so I can pull the rope from behind the tree to be safely, because I just want to make sure that it falls in this direction. And then, or I was thinking that I could just throw a line on it and maybe just put the tractor back there. That might be easier. So we'll see. But I'm gonna take some time and get set up now, and I'll see you in a second. Well, I got my bean bag over and my line up at the first try, so that's nice. All right, well, I ended up, I got that cherry tree hung up, and that was a little precarious for a minute, but she's down now. And then, all right, so I just got those other two little dingalings. What a pain in the butt. All right, so I'm just gonna buck this up a little bit to get it out of the way. And then, or maybe I'll try to drop this other one right on top of it. We'll have to see. I'll check back in a minute. Okay, so I got it all down, but man, that ended up being a mess. So got a big pile of vines and logs over here. Got a few more things to buck up. But I also noticed that this cherry had some burls on it. So maybe I'll see if I can mill those and see if something cool comes out of them. But yeah, that was not the perfect idea of cutting down trees. It's been a while since I've cut down a tree, man. So anyway, gonna clear this up, and then, like I said, got a couple more small ones to take down, and then we'll keep going. All right. Thankfully got all that cleaned up. Boy, what a mess that was. Those vines really caused a problem. So next up is gonna be this big guy. And I think I'm just gonna try to drop him the way he's leaning, because he should land about over there. But I still, like you see at the base of it, like all this nastiness. So I'm gonna have to clean some of that up, and then we'll see about taking him out. All right, so maybe I'll see if I can splice in some footage from where we first started over here. But it is looking much more open. So I got all of the cherry down and cleaned up, and I got one of those nasty maples down. So sun is starting to set. I'm gonna keep going a little bit. I have to take this one down now because I ended up taking off the top when I dropped that big maple, but that's okay. So the problem with these two sets, these two trees right here, is that they're both leaning that way. They're both leaning east, which is right at my fence line for the alpacas. So I don't want that. But luckily these are small enough that I think I'll just need to get in the tractor and just pull it. And my buddy Ross, who helped me learn a lot about tree felling, you know, you can't, I thought about maybe pulling it that way so it's not as sharp of an angle, but there's more room for error that way. So because this is one trunk right here and it's pretty small, I think I'm gonna try to toss a rope right up there and then loop it around the whole thing and then just pull it that way. It's not that tall and it's just real spidery, but I'll have to, again, clear some of this crap out. And the vines are the biggest problem for me. They are just no fun. I mean, look at all this. It's a freaking mess. But coming along here, coming along. See what else I can do for the rest of the day. All right, so I finally got my string up there, and so I'm gonna try to get it looped around so that I have anyway, I wanna try to get it so it's not taking up a ton of line on just that. Anyway, you'll see. Got it. So of course I thought of it after the fact, but we got the rest of that nasty maple down. Catherine actually helped me. She was on the tractor pulling it. So that made it nice. End of day one, and more to come. See you soon. All right, so we are back here. It's actually the first day of the new year, so Happy New Year, everybody. And so we got this tree down. Let's clean up this mess. Story of my life. let's clean up this mess. All right, so got that all cleaned up. Oh, got a big pile of brush over there that I'll need to take down, but I think instead of taking it down one pile at a time, bring my trailer up here, load that up, and then drive it down. So I'm gonna take down this tree because I nicked the top of it when we took down one of the other maples over there. So that'll end up dying at some point, and then I got some more to clean up over there, and then we'll really sort of be done. So looking forward to that. I got this huge mess of stuff over here that I'll need to do something with. I'm not really sure what. Maybe I'll just drive over it with the tractor a whole bunch. Oops. And then just got this one final nasty tree to take down, and that'll be a tough one. That's leaning the most, but that should really be the last one. All right, gonna take this tree down. All right, so obviously still have some work to do over here. Wouldn't have been able to do this without the tractor, so very thankful we have that. So I think my next steps are I need to clear like these pallets and I have a couple logs there, and then I'm gonna come in and just crush all this down with the bucket on the tractor and then put wood chips on top of it. I think same thing for some of this stuff over here, because I don't need to pull all of this stuff out. You know, I really just need to make sure that stuff isn't gonna grow through it. So I think as long as I smash it enough, pile enough wood chips on top, I'll be okay. So I think right now what I'm gonna work on is freaking brush pile. So I have this area right here. So that's the border with my parents' house. So I'm just gonna do some cleaning up over here. I do still have that big pine tree that's dead. So I think we'll need to take that one down, but I'll wanna throw a rope on that and do that another time. But so first I'll clean up this area. I have some, bigger sticks and stumps to take out. And then once I take all that stuff out, we'll be pretty good here. And then I think we'll be almost ready for starting to put up the fencing, which will be good. So, man, it's an unseasonably nice day today. It's like 50 degrees, so it was nice to be outside for a while. And again, I hope you guys have some nice resolutions for 2023. 2022 was a great year for us. Hopefully it was okay for you guys. And we'll see you then in 2023, 24, 25. Who knows? So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.